When everything seems to be going wrong, Jesus says in John 16:33, I've told you these things so that you may have my peace. In this world you have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. And then we read in 2 Corinthians 4 that we have this treasure in jars of clay so that the all-surpassing greatness and power may be seen in God and not in us. It says we are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, or ever will be, I'd like to add. We are perplexed, but not in despair. And then there's this passage, not a passage, there's this quote by Henry Ford that comes to my mind. He says, when everything seems to be going wrong, remember that an airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. So 15 things to remember when everything seems to be going wrong. 1, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, even when everything is going wrong. You see, life happens. This world is full of trouble. Jesus knows that all too well. But there's nothing wrong with you. We often confuse God with life and the trouble we experience in life, but there's nothing wrong with you. 2, God is not mad at you. God is not punishing you. 3, all this adversity you're facing, that I'm facing, is for our own evolvement, growth, and freedom. Not that God is putting us through a test, but out of it we will get free, mature, and grow. 4, this adversity is temporary. Doesn't that give us a little bit of hope? It's temporary. 5, no matter what, we still have some control. We get to choose our attitude. We get to choose how we will be through this. No victims, but creators, co-creators with God. Do what you need to do and choose to do that. 6, not everything is going wrong. There's still always something to be grateful for. Can I look for the good? Can I still be grateful? 7, you've overcome before, and you will again. 8, you can handle this with God in you, relying on His strength. God has not left you. You can handle this in, with, and through God. 9, you can ask for help. Maybe that's one of the hardest lessons, to ask for help from others, but to ask for help from God. I think one of the most beautiful prayers we can pray is a one-word prayer, simply saying, God, help. 10, this too shall pass. In a few years from now, this will be different. And 100 years from now, no one will even remember or care. 11, you will have a story to tell, and it's going to be a good one. 12, you're going to have a ministry to others, and it's going to be a good one. 13, you're going to have increased compassion and love for others. 14, we're going to have a greater love for God. A God who understands, is with us, will never leave us or forsake us, but in our trials and adversity, we experience an understanding love, compassionate presence of God. God through adversity, God loving us through the adversity, no matter what. And 15, finally, it's an invitation. All adversity is an invitation to greatness. You see, I've heard it said that fear, the acrostic or the acronym FEAR, can mean 2 different things. Fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. So even in this adversity, this trouble, this death, a little bit more resurrection that we'll experience through it all. So take what's helpful and leave the rest. And until next time, may you live all the days of your life.